So we're on to week 5 of the Chalk Talks on Thursday night, and we, as always, start with board 1 and move our way through. If anybody, as always, has any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. But if there is any background noise in your house, please make sure your microphone is on mute. So board 1, we go pass. Pass from the east. Pass from the south. And we come to the west. So they've got a good hand, balanced. 7 and 5 is 12 and 21 high card points. What do we think we should open with this hand?
2 no trump.
We absolutely should. Sorry, that's just more people coming in. 2 no trump, shown 20 to 22, and
Balanced.
absolutely correct. Pass. What should your east bid?
3
2
clubs.
clubs.
Absolutely correct. Stayman, have you got a 4-card major? 3 hearts. I have 4 hearts. And what will east now bid?
4 hearts.
4 hearts.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And how many tricks did you make?
10.
You should make 11. Okay? You should make 11. I'll show you how. Well, first of all, what do they lead? Spade?
6 of spades.
Spade.
Yeah.
They don't lead the ace of diamonds. No, they're not on lead. Spade lead, you go queen. And it wins. And you finesse the heart. And it loses. And they come another spade. I mean, they can't come a diamond, they can't come a club, they can't come a heart, they'll probably come another spade. You win. And even if you wanted to, you could play another spade and discard a losing diamond. Well, if you discard it, you don't lose it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And now you've only trick you lose is you play this card. And you play this card. And now you should set up your side suit. Can everybody mute themselves, please? There's some terrible feedback coming in. Now you play another club. And even if you wanted, you could lead a diamond. And if they play the ace, you're okay. If they play small, now you can guess. And if you guess correctly, you win that trick. And you can ruff it. That's 11, isn't it? The only trick you lose is the diamond. Okay. Board 2. 8 and 6, 8 and 8 is 16. 4, 4, 4, 1 dreaded hand. So what are we going to open this?
No trump.
No, we've 16 points.
Oh, one club.
Okay, and even with 16 points, you're never opening 1 no trump. What does 1 no trump show?
12 to 14.
So even if you want to open 1 no trump with 4, 4, 4, 1, which I don't mind, you never do it with 16 points. So 1 club. What will the south hand bid?
1 diamond.
I don't see anything wrong with it. Good 7-card suit, 11 high card points, decent enough. What will the south responder respond with?
3
why
clubs.
not? It's not really good enough for 3 clubs. You've only 6 high card points. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not good enough for that.
Okay.
But what will the next hand bid?
Pass.
They might even bid 2 diamonds. Haven't they 4 card support?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be a battle. Now, what did you all end up in?
5 clubs.
You didn't make
4
that,
diamonds.
did you?
4 diamonds.
Did you make 4 diamonds?
No, life one.
Good. Did you make 5 clubs?
Yeah.
Yes.
You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have, I don't think. You should lose a diamond, a heart, and a spade in 5 clubs. Yeah? Let's just double check. How do we double check contracts? We stick in the double dummy analysis, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, could you do that again? I didn't see that.
Oh, it says it's always makeable, by the way. Oh, it says it's all, and I know why it's always makeable. That's amazing, that is. Okay, but you wouldn't want to be there. Okay. Let's have
Yes,
a quick.
several made it, Thomas, in 5
Yeah,
clubs.
but I don't. I think it's only because you can't. It's only because you can't lead a club. If you get your partner on lead, it says it goes 1 off, doesn't it? It's because effectively your end played. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, now you're
If
going to lose a spade in the end game. You see what I mean? It's because this hand has no exit card to lead. They get stuck on lead. Now it says it's going to go 1 down, even with the heart suit breaking 3-3, because you must now lose what card?
28.
You must lose a spade, mustn't you? You see that?
Yes.
So it's a lucky make. 4 or 5 clubs making is a lucky make. Okay, that's all I'm telling you.
Okay.
Board number 3, interesting hand. 6 and 6 is 12-1, no trump. I should put in 12 to 14. Pass. What do we bid with this north hand?
2 spades.
2 hearts.
Transfer to?
2 spades.
Absolutely
Right.
correct. And we bid 2 spades. And what do we do now?
4 spades.
Why?
A north. A north. 4 spades.
Why? Why do you bid 4 spades with only 8 points?
Oh,
Because
sorry.
You have a string of spades, no?
Yeah, does that bring it up to 13 points in the north hand? Does it?
No, no, no.
But it does if you add your shortages.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I don't think it does. You can't add for every single shortness under the sun now.
Okay.
Now, 4 spades makes on the hand, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lucky contract. It requires the ace of hearts to be on side and the king of diamonds. It
Right.
requires both of those cards. So if I moved the ace of hearts over to the west hand, you wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'd
Yeah.
lose 2 hearts and 2 clubs off the bat.
Okay.
You see what I mean? By 8 points might not just be enough to make it. All right. So I would. This is what I would do, and I'm being honest with you. That's what I would do.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, I mean, your partner's only 12 points. It just happens that the cards are positioned in such a way to make it. Okay.
Okay.
Good hand from the north. 6-4 is always a nice hand because if you find a fit. Okay, so it's going to go pass. I'm going to open this 1 club. Pass. What do you think your partner will respond?
One
One
diamond.
If
One
they
no
respond
trump.
1 diamond, that makes
One
it
no
easy.
trump.
No, definitely not. Why would South respond 1 no trump showing 6 to 9 points? Okay, if they respond with 1 diamond, it makes it easier. Now your opener can bid 1 heart. But some people might respond the South hand with 1 spade, which changes the way I have to bid. Over a 1 spade response, I'll rebid.
2 clubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is North bidding 1 club? Because they only have 10 points.
They've 6 clubs.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah.
That gives them an extra how many
An extra
points?
point. Yeah.
2, 2,
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Extra.
And you have a shortage in diamonds. Okay.
I'm not
yeah.
adding for any shortage in diamonds.
Okay. Thanks.
I don't add on for shortness until I know I have a fit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have 10 high card points and 2 points
2
for
points,
having
yeah.
a 6 card suit.
Okay,
Just about
thanks.
gives it a good enough hand to open, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you don't get to open, where did you end up on this? Because I could imagine you ending up somewhere like this and it not working out for you. Did anybody end up in Strino Trump?
Yeah.
Yes.
And did you make it?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, did they lead a diamond? First of all, who was
They did a
playing
heart.
it?
Heart.
Who was playing it?
South.
North or south?
Oh,
South.
South.
So,
Well, if south is playing it, what should west lead?
The south. West. I let the 9 of hearts
Why?
because I thought I'd clear them and then.
Did they
I
bid
could come,
diamonds? Did they bid diamonds against you?
No.
Well, then
No.
you should lead a diamond.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Then you should lead a diamond.
Okay.
If they bid diamonds against you, I could understand you not leading a diamond. If they don't bid diamonds against you, you've just let out the contract by not leading your longest suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it out. If they bid the suit, I can forgive you for not leading it. If you don't bid the suit, that's what I'd be leading every day of the week and twice on Sundays. And I'd be very happy to take the first 5 tricks, wouldn't I? I'm no hero. Yeah?
Yeah.
No, if they bid a diamond, I'd forgive you. If they don't bid a diamond, you leading a heart. I rarely use this word. It's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's wrong. You may need to lead a diamond to give them the trick, by the way, to allow them to win the lead, thereby making the rest of your hand become winners.
Mm.
So not leading your suit when they haven't bid it.
Eddie, I've lost my internet.
Can you mute yourself? Now, board 5. We have 19 high card points, but we have a 6 card suit and we're unbalanced. So it's a tricky little hand, isn't it? What do you think you'll do with the north hand?
1 club.
I agree. I agree. And what will the next hand bid? And what will your partner likely bid? And what will happen now?
Pass.
Why?
Pass.
Why?
Because you
1 heart.
4.
I mean, how hard is it going to be for you to beat 1 club? You're going to need a hell of a big stick to beat that, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And even if they make 1 club, what score do they achieve?
100 and something.
Very little. Yeah.
But no, what score do they achieve? I mean, don't say very little or
70.
what. 70. Thanks very much. So if you don't make 1 heart, what score do you give them if you go 1 down?
You give them 100.
No, you're non-vulnerable.
50.
You give them 50.
50.
50.
So, I mean, like, it's risk versus reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, how many tricks do they make in clubs? Well, they lose 1 club, 1 diamond, and 1 spade. So, how many
They make
tricks
a
do?
lot.
Well, they make 10 tricks in clubs, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So you can afford to go down 2 or 3 if they make
Okay.
2, if they make 10 tricks in clubs, can't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, look at your cards. You've no club to lose. East, west, I'm talking about now. You've 1 spade to lose, 3 hearts and a diamond. So you can make 8 tricks in hearts and they can make 10 tricks in clubs. Well, you might want to push them up higher to make it awkward for them, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
And there I'd probably leave it. And it might make no difference on the hand. But somebody might be afraid. And what might they do? Instead of bidding 3 clubs, they might panic and they might. Yeah.
Pass.
They
Yeah.
doubled.
No, well, why if they double you, you'll make it.
Mm.
2 hearts makes. Why are we
Okay.
worried about being doubled? 2 hearts makes.
Well, they did double in the end. Well,
What?
no, the north hand doubled.
To what level did they double?
Our partnership went to 3 hearts.
That's different. That's different. 3 hearts doubling is not the same as 2 hearts doubling, is it?
No.
You see my point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so passing out at a low level is quite risky. And you're not promising, by the way, that 1 heart overcall isn't promising a good suit necessarily. You're not coming in 1 club, 1 heart, are you? It's 1 club, pass, pass. You're in the perilous position of having to decide what to do now. Now. Don't know what happened on the board. It could have been anything. Okay, we're passing. Passing again. And what way are we bidding this hand?
1 spade.
Very good. And what are we going to rebid if we get the opportunity?
Hearts.
Absolutely correct. But what might North bid over 1 spade?
Hearts.
2
Well, now
hearts.
we're
hearts.
definitely not going to be rebidding.
Yeah.
Okay. What should East bid over 2 hearts?
2 spades.
I think it's worth more than 2 spades because now you've 9 high card points and a singleton. What's the singleton worth?
3.
3.
Yeah. What's 9 and 3?
12.
So
Wow.
what should you bid?
3.
3 spades.
3 spades.
And that's probably where you should play.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's probably where you should play. Now, if you bid 4 spades, I think that's a bit of an overbid. How many tricks do you think you should make?
9.
9.
Well, I think you should lose 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, or 1 club and 1 heart. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they lead a club, you should be very careful. If you finesse, it could go disastrously wrong for you. Okay, as it happens, it doesn't matter. Because when you play small, even though they rough, you're just swapping a trick. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now you've winners to discard losers, and they can only take their 2 aces. Because if he doesn't take his ace of diamonds now, you'll get them all away, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how sometimes you think, oh, if I lead this, it could go wrong. Sometimes you're just moving tricks around the table. You're getting a different style of trick than you are getting by doing something different, yeah? You think, oh, I've given a rough, that's a disaster. Well, it didn't matter on the hand. Made no difference. All right?
Mm-hmm.
$17 points and balanced. What's our approach going to be on this hand?
1 club.
And
Oh.
rebid,
2. Well,
clubs.
depending on the
depending
Depends
on
on
the
what
level
everybody-
and the response, but rebid no trump at some level
Well,
or
no trump.
response. What will your partner bid over 1 club?
1 diamond.
Or
No,
they
two
might
clubs.
even
2
bid
clubs.
2
2 clubs.
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 Yeah.
Now, did East bid against anybody?
So
Yeah.
I,
2
I-
spades.
I bid 2 spades.
I don't like that.
No, it didn't work, Thomas.
Good. That pleases me. Yeah. Because you're coming in at the 2 level vulnerable with a suit quality of 6.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very dangerous for you to do that. Very dangerous indeed. Okay, so if you do it, you're going to end up in trouble. So we'll say you pass. What will the south hand bid now?
2 no trump.
2 no trump.
And the north hand will bid?
3.
Yeah. Did you make it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have.
Well, we were in three clubs plus 1.
Well,
they
that's
made
not
it
3 no
7.
trump, is it?
I know. Yeah.
So that wasn't what I was asking. Was
Sorry.
anybody in 3 no trump?
No.
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 No. 2 no.
No.
2 no trump.
Did you make 3 no trump?
North South made 2 no trump plus 2 in our.
Well, they shouldn't, because if you lead a heart, you should win 4
Oh, yeah.
heart tricks and a club trick, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
So North South should, the only trick, you should only make 8 tricks in no trump. Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
You shouldn't make any more than 8 tricks in no trump, all right?
okay.
And if you ended up in 3 clubs, you've done well. You've done well if you've ended up in 3 clubs. How many tricks did you make in 3 clubs? 10?
Yeah.
Very well done. That's excellent. Okay, board number 8. 9 and 3 is 12 unbalanced. Again, we're going to open this a diamond, and if we get the opportunity, if our partner responds, we're going to rebid 1 spade. But over 1 diamond, what would I allow the North to do?
1 heart.
One
And
heart.
that's a minimum 1 heart overcall.
Mm.
That's the worst hand I'd expect my partner to have for a 1 heart overcall. But I've 2 honors, haven't I?
Mhm.
Mm.
I don't have a crappy suit like where we seem to want to bid all the time, yeah? And I want this suit led. I need to let my partner know, for God's sake, lead this suit, please, yeah? What will the East hand likely bid?
They bid, east, pass.
Yeah, and what will the North-South hand bid?
They bid spades.
Spade.
Well, I
Spade.
wouldn't bid spades. I'd be worried. I'd be very interested in showing my partner that I've a good hand for them and I've a fit for them.
Mhm.
So how can I do that?
2 hearts.
No, 2 hearts shows between 5 and 8 points.
No, 3
3 hearts.
3 hearts is jumping the bidding and you're gone too far.
Oh,
2 no trump.
2 no trump, haven't got a stopper in diamonds, have I?
God.
Two spades.
That why? No, I wouldn't. I don't have any clubs.
double.
Does double look available to me on the screen? Does it?
Mhm.
You can't double your partner's bid.
Oh,
What about bidding their suit?
Hearts, yeah.
No, their suit.
a
The
cubit.
opponent's suit.
Oh. Mm.
What about bidding their suit?
When would
First
you
of
do
all,
that?
is it
Why
low?
would you do that?
What?
Why would you do it and when would you do it?
Well, I've
never
just
heard
told
of
you why you would do it, and I'm just showing you when you would do it. You told me you wanted to bid 3 hearts, didn't you?
No, I
But
said 2 hearts.
2 hearts isn't enough.
Mm.
What does 2 hearts show?
Weakness.
So are you weak?
No.
No.
Right, so you can't bid 2 hearts. What does 3 hearts show?
Available for game.
Well, but the problem is you're jumping the level, aren't you? What's
Yeah.
the benefit of a Q bid of their suit?
Yeah.
You can stay at 2.
It's at a lower level than 3 hearts, isn't it?
Mhm.
And your
Yeah.
partner knows you've a good hand. And if they have a good hand, they can jump the bidding. If they have a better than minimum overcall, they can jump the bidding. And if all they have is 8, 9, or 10 points, what can they bid?
2 hearts.
And now you can leave them at it. Yeah?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't understand that. I'm sorry, but anyway, just go
What
on.
do you mean you don't understand it?
I don't know when you'd use it. I just
You'd use it when you've a good hand and a fit for your partner. Has the south hand got a good hand? It's an opening bid,
Yes.
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Has the south hand got a fit for their partner?
Yes.
That's when you'd use it. It's called an unassuming Q bid. It says, partner, I have a good hand and I have some sort of a fit for you. What type of overcall do you have? If your partner has a bare minimum overcall, what do they do?
2 hearts.
Rebid the suit with which they've overcalled at the lowest possible level. If they don't have if they've a better than minimum overcall, they can either bid another suit or they can jump the bidding. It works quite well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unassuming Q bid. Okay. It's unassuming because your partner doesn't know what you have, and it's a Q bid because what did the opponents open?
Diamonds.
And
And
you're
ju-
Q bidding their suit, 2 diamonds. And it says nothing about
The diamond.
nothing about diamonds. It just says, partner, I have a good hand and I have a little
Well-
bit of a fit for you. Because if you end up in 3 hearts or 4 hearts, well, you don't make it, do you?
No.
No.
You lose 2 diamonds, and you lose a spade is 3, and you lose a club is 4, and you
Yeah.
lose a heart is.
5.
Yeah.
So if you end up higher than 2 hearts, you've gone from a positive to a,
Negative.
and you didn't have the values for game, did you?
And Thomas, in that kind of a Q bid, do you have to have opening points?
Yes.
Okay, right.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's the point about it. The unassuming Q bid says partner. You think of the south hand, right? If
Yeah.
North had an opening bid, wouldn't you want to go to game?
Yes.
I mean, if I gave the king of spades to North, you'd want to be in game, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even if you didn't make it because of a 4-0 break, you'd want to be in game. But if North doesn't have an opening bid, well, then you want to stop at the 2 level. So using the unassuming Q bid enables you not to push on to the 3 level on certain hands.
Yeah.
It enables you to control. It's not forcing to game because the overcall doesn't promise an opening bid.
Yeah.
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 Because the overcall could be less, you need to be able to put the brakes on in certain instances. Now, I'd feel very aggrieved to being in 3 hearts -1. Because it's only because everything is wrong. The spade finesse is wrong, the club finesse is wrong, and hearts break 4-1. I mean, that's 3 bad situations, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I moved the king of clubs and the king of spades, now you'd make game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's quite interesting, yeah?
So,
Yeah.
Thomas,
Yes.
it's 2 diamonds. You're telling your partner that you have a good, strong hand,
You're saying I have an opening bid
an opening bid.
and I have 3 card support for you.
I'd say. Thank you.
And
And
one
that-
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
one more question. Is it only at the 2 level you can do that? Could you do
No,
it at the 3
no.
level?
You can do it at any level. Anytime
Oh.
you bid their suit, the opponent's
Okay.
suit with which they've opened, either opposite an overcall or opposite a double, you're announcing that you have an opening bid, support for the suit your partner has bid if
Yeah.
they bid a suit.
Right.
Okay.
And
Thank
tell
you.
me more about your hand. Unassuming Q bid.
And why
Yeah.
wouldn't you use a double there, Thomas?
You're not allowed to use a double opposite your partner. Look,
Yeah.
do you see a double available on my screen?
I'm just asking you why you're not allowed to use it.
It's against the law. It's
Okay.
illegal.
Right?
You're only allowed double your opponent. You're only allowed redouble if your opponent's double. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like double isn't a legal bid. If it doesn't come up on the screen, it's not a legal bid, right?
I thought you could double to show your partner that you had opening.
That's been
a
different situation. What, you can double you to show your partner you've opening points. Absolutely correct. You're doubling the opponents to show your partner you've opening points.
Okay.
You're not doubling your partner to show your partner you've opening points, are you?
No.
You're not allowed double your partner. It's an illegal bid.
Okay.
It's not available. Now, if I put pass in, suddenly double is available for West, isn't it?
Yeah.
See the way West can double North. Or if I undo, East can double North, can't they?
Yeah.
But South is not allowed double North, are they?
No.
Or North is not allowed double
South.
South. And when they do double, well, then the redouble becomes available, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But the redouble isn't available to the person who doubled. So you can only double your opponent, or you can only redouble your opponent if they double. They're the rules about doubles and redoubles, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So I find it difficult to ask when somebody asks me a question, why can't I make an illegal bid?
This is the one.
I
This
struggle.
is the one I made a narc of, but I still got it.
Hold on,
I
don't
don't
be
arse
swearing.
it.
Hello, don't be swearing. This goes on YouTube. I'll get sanctioned, I will, yeah? Okay, North passes. 9 and 9 is 18 and 8 is 26 points. Here's a man you don't meet every day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mother of God, this is a monster. So what are we going to have to open?
3 no
Two
trump.
play-
No.
two
Two clubs.
two
Thank
clubs.
you. 2 clubs, showing strength. Pass. What's your partner going to bid?
I thought 2 clubs was for 23 points.
I've 26.
I know.
2
I
clubs
thought
is 23
23
points
only.
or more. No, never said that. Don't know where anyone ever said that 2 clubs was 23 points only. You'd be waiting forever to have 23 points exactly. 2 clubs says you've 23 points or more.
Okay.
Or more. It's the demand opening bid. What does your partner bid over 2 clubs?
Right, 8. 2 clubs.
Two hearts.
Heart.
2 hearts.
No, no, no. The suit
Two
isn't
diamonds.
good enough. 2 diamonds is correct.
Oh,
How
And
many
over
points?
2 diamonds, what should East bid?
3 no trump.
Very good, showing 25, 26, maybe even 27 points. And over that, the next hand should bid 6 no trump.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think you should be worried?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, 6 no trump actually makes, I think you can make 7 no trump on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the way the cards are distributed, when I put in the lead, we put in the lead of the jack of clubs, and we put in the double dummy analysis. No, wrong button, sorry. I think it's going to tell me +1. Yeah? 6 no trump +1.
Yeah, it's makeable. I made 13, Tom.
You do make 13, absolutely correct. Yeah, you play your king of hearts. The
No, we
hearts
were
do-
6. We
I
weren't
know
in-
that, but you should be, because you've 33 high card points, don't you?
Yeah.
So if you knew you had 33 high card points, where should you end up?
6 no trump.
Well, I don't mind if it makes, folks.
Come on.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't mind if it makes. But if you've 33 points, you should know where you end up. And now you play your queen of diamonds. And sure, what do they do? If they play the king, they play the ace. And sure, you're just happy you are. Now when you play your ace of hearts, all's good. You were up for half 7 mass. True that. And when the suit breaks, you play the other one. And you throw your losing club. And then you play the other one and you throw your losing club, and sure, your hand's high now, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice and easy, no trouble, no bother, yeah?
Mhm.
So as soon as West knew that their partner had 25 points, what should they do with 8 points?
6 no trump.
33. I'm teaching that to my beginners next week. 25 points is enough to make 3 no trump. 33 points is enough to make 6 no trump. 37 points is enough to make
7.
7 no
7
trump.
no trump. So if you know your partner has 25 or 26 or 27 points, you know you've enough between you to give yourself a shot at making. And I'm not saying you will make it or it's always makeable, but to give yourself a shot at making it.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And come here to me. Why didn't you open 3 no trump?
Because 3 no trump, you open 2 clubs when you have 23 plus points.
But you actually have the points for game there, haven't you?
Didn't I bid 3 no trump at my second opportunity?
I know, but why didn't you open with 3 no trump?
Because opening 3 no trumps doesn't show that.
Okay.
Opening 2 clubs followed by 3 no trump shows that. Opening 3 no trump shows something different.
Okay.
Some people call it a gambling no trump, showing that you have a long, solid minor. Other people it shows different shapes of hand.
Okay.
It's because there's other ways with which you can show different things for. 2 clubs is always how we show strength, because it keeps the bidding potentially
Low.
low. Your partner doesn't have a positive, but because they don't have a good enough suit. But there are many hands where your partner will have a good enough suit to be able to make a positive over 2 clubs, and you jumping to 3 no trump doesn't enable that to happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's push on. They've had some marvelous hands.
Yeah.
Some beautiful hands.
26 points. Geez, I'd be waiting 10 years for that. My mum was playing bridge the other week, and somebody had a hand that doesn't come up very often. It was something like seven, ace king to 7, and ace king queen to 5, and a singleton. Yeah.
Mm.
And they didn't bid it. They didn't bid it particularly aggressive. And at the end of it, my mum turned and she said to her partner, she said, you know, you'd be waiting 20 years to see another hand like that.
Mm.
It was so rare. I mean, when's the last time you've had a 7-card suit and a 5-card suit, and you had 17 or 18 high card points? You know what I mean? And they were all in your suits. It doesn't work out that way, does it?
No.
No.
Okay, so we're going to go pass from the east and pass from the south, wondering why they were playing tonight. 8 and 4 is 12, 2 is 14, 1 no trump. And you have a tricky hand from the north. This is not an easy hand for north-south. In fact, it's horrible for them. I'd have no idea what I want to bid, the way I want to bid this hand. Really and truly, I wouldn't. What did you all end up in?
3 spades. We
We spade
ended
down.
3 spades, three diamonds by who?
By
Because
the
it could be
robot.
no, but by who? North, south, or east, west?
West.
No.
Thanks very much. Because it could be either, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, east, west have a fit in diamonds, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ended up in 3 spades, did you make it?
Yeah.
You probably made 4, did you?
Yeah.
You lost 2 club tricks and that was it. Maybe
Yeah.
even only 1 club trick, did you? Many tricks did you make in spades?
10.
Then
Yeah, you made game. Yeah, very
Yeah.
well done. Very well done. Okay, but the spades break kindly for you. I really have no idea how I bid this hand, lads. It's an absolutely horrible hand from the north-south point of view, because even though you've lots of points, you've a difficult hand to show, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you bid something like this, the
Well,
problem is,
no.
what?
1 spade.
Why would you bid a 4-card spade suit?
The robot bid double, Thomas.
Yes, I was going to come to that in a second, right? But who said spades? Why would you bid a 4-card spade suit?
Of course, yeah. If you bid 2
Diamonds first.
diamonds, that's strong, isn't it?
It's not strong. No, you're bidding your longest suit first.
Suit first.
So I want to know why you'd bid a 4-card suit before you bid a 5-card suit. You always bid your longest suit
Yeah.
first. Now, what I'd be hoping to happen if I bid diamonds would be that maybe they'd bid hearts, and then I might get the opportunity to bid my.
spade.
That's what I'd be hoping. But the other thing I might have to do, because I'm so strong and I've got 8 and 7 is 15, 19 high card points, I might have to start off with a penalty double.
Mm.
Yeah.
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 Okay, but I'm telling you, it's an absolute awful hand, and anything could happen. Sure, we saw that. You ended up in diamonds, you ended up in spades. Anything could go wrong. So I don't always have the answers, folks. I'm just giving you the best that I can with my knowledge and experience. And sometimes there are hands that come up, which even for me are tremendously difficult to try to grapple with. Yes?
Yes. Yeah.
So pass by the south. Here's another one. I'd be opening this a club.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'd be doubling on this hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This hand, is it going to bid?
East
No.
went 1 spade. East went.
They might go 1 spade. I can well believe it. And that kind of scuppers all these buggers, doesn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
So it goes pass, and what will the next hand bid?
Our
Yeah.
side.
3 hearts. 2 hearts.
Who bids 3 hearts?
Clubs. You'd have to bid your clubs.
You would, and now I might bid my diamond.
Yeah, diamonds.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you all end up in?
3 no trump. Actually, North played the robot.
They didn't make that, did they?
They went well down. Yeah.
Well, they should lose 7 club tricks and the ace king. Never mind about the robots, right? Yeah, everybody thinks the robots are good. They're not. They haven't got a clue.
We were in 5 clubs, Thomas.
As did you make that?
No. No,
Why
it
not?
wasn't. It wasn't made because the diamond, the losing diamond.
You've only one losing diamond.
Yeah, but that should have been taken out first.
No, no. Why? No, 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 no. Why did you not make 5 clubs?
Well, I didn't play it.
Well, I'm,
But-
no, not. I'm not saying. We're not worried about whether you played it or you didn't play it. And look at the hand in front of you, everybody.
But that's what partner said, that the
No, no,
diamonds
no, no.
should have been taken out first. To take out the losing diamond and then draw.
You don't. Well,
draw-
no, sorry.
draw-
You don't draw trumps. It's not to take out the losing diamond, right? It's that you don't draw trumps. Look at the losers that the East-West have, will you? How many losers have they got in diamonds?
1.
3.
One.
One loser, sorry.
Yeah, and how many loser have they in hearts?
2, 3.
2.
One.
One, yeah.
So if you draw the trumps, if you play the ace, king, queen of clubs, now how many losers have you in diamonds? 2, haven't you?
Two.
Yes.
Yes.
And
yeah.
1 heart. So here's a classic example of not drawing trumps until you do what?
Get rid
Rough,
of your losing diamond.
rough the dock, get rid of it, rough it.
Rough it, yeah.
And to rough it, you need to lead a diamond and create a void and then rough it, don't you?
Yes.
Not you, by the way, I'm talking about declarer.
Yes. That's exactly what was said.
All
yeah.
right. Drawing trumps when you don't need to. Whoever it was, we'll protect the innocent. Pass. 6 and 4 is 10. Another little 12 to 14 balanced, no trump. Pass. And 3 no trump.
Yeah.
Pass. And they're on lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I play my hearts to unblock the hearts. It doesn't matter what they throw. And then can everybody mute themselves? There's a bit of feedback, please. And now I drive out the ace of
Is
making winner. And they can't play clubs because if they play the clubs, what does that make my jack?
the winner. Yeah.
A winner. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you should make 11 tricks. If you did you make 11 tricks on this? If you didn't make 11 tricks on this, you should make 11 tricks in 3 no trump on board 12. Okay, board 13. How many boards did you play?
16. 16.
16, okay.
Not quite, but
So 1 club from the north. Lower 2 4-card suits. Pass. 1 spade from the south. Pass. 6 and 4 is 10. 2 no trump. 17, 18 balanced. Pass. 3 no trump.
3 no trump.
Pass. And now it's a question of the lead. It's quite tricky for them, isn't it? What would you lead normally?
Four players.
5 clubs. 5 clubs.
But why is it you shouldn't lead a club on this hand?
A diamond.
They bid it.
Because they bid it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't lead a spade because they,
Bid it.
I'd
Yeah.
probably lead my
Seven
Diamond.
of diamonds.
middle up, down. Now the diamond lead doesn't help us, but it didn't give us anything with which they're not already going to get. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, if you play the heart suit correctly, you should only lose one heart trick. But that's brave, isn't it? Club lead would work well for you, by the way, if they take the ace of clubs, because it makes your queen and jack winners. But you don't have an awful lot of tricks on this hand. And now they should take 4 spade tricks, the king of hearts and 2 diamonds. So you should make 3-no trump +2 or 3-no trump +1 on this board. What did you all make?
3-no trump.
3-no trump +1.
Good. And a 3-no trump on the button, was it?
And
Just
just 3.
1.
Yeah, +1 by one table and on the button
Yeah.
by the other, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well done, well done. Now, pass, pass. Now we open a club.
1 club.
And again, here's a good hand for us. You have a tough call on this hand, but I'd probably bid pass, pass, 2 clubs. Now it's about who's the bravest, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're playing roulette here now, aren't we? That's what it's like, isn't it?
Mm.
So where did you end up on board 14, everybody?
3 spades north.
And that was because West kept bidding, wasn't it?
No, north bid 2 spades after the 1 club.
Okay, that shows weakness, by the way.
Weakness, yeah. I know.
But I don't think 15 high card points and a chunky 6 card suit is weakness. Do you?
No.
No.
15 opposite a pass is weakness, isn't it?
No. Could your partner not have 10? No.
Partner 7.
No,
Could your partner couldn't have 10 points, could they?
9.
No.
Why couldn't they have 10?
Because
South.
Oh yeah.
Because
It's
they
South could have. South
they would
could
have gone
have.
to game. They
No,
would
no,
have,
no. Could South have 10 points?
No, 6 to 9.
Why?
Because when they went to 10, they'd have gone to the second level.
No, we're not talking about the bidding. I'm talking about when North is looking at their hand. Could South have 10 points?
no, because West has opened 12 to
So
14.
what? Why can't South have 10 points and have passed the bidding?
Because the opener and the overcall.
So
Yeah.
what? There's still room for 10 points. How many points does the South hand have?
Yeah.
7. And how many points
7.
is in the East hand?
2,
4.
4.
7 and 4 is...
11.
Could South have 11 points?
Yes.
Could South have 10 points?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could South have 9 points?
Yes.
All
Yes.
of these options are available, lads.
Mm. Okay.
So if South could have up to 10 or 11 points, you can't be jumping the bidding showing weakness when game could be on, yes?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And also West doesn't need to have 14 high card points. West might have only had 11 points.
Mm. Yeah.
Well, there's more points available for South. Now, what we do know is South doesn't have an opening bid, don't we?
Yes.
But that's all we know. They could still have up to 10 or 11 points. They might not have, but they could have it. Okay? So this is a 1 dice with death. I wouldn't be jumping to 2 spades showing weakness. I'd be bidding 1 spade, trying to convey that I could have strength. While an overcall could be based on as few as 8 high card points, overcalls can be as strong as 16 or 17 points.
Mm.
We're going pass from the South, pass from the West, 1 spade from the North. Here we go again. What do we bid with the East hand? We actually have a couple of choices. What are they?
Two hearts.
Double.
Say 2 hearts.
2 hearts, yes, as an overcall. Now that might work out well for you on this hand, but you could equally double because you have a very good 17 high card points, don't you?
Yeah.
So I could
Yeah.
see you doing either. Now,
Yeah, double, yeah.
if you bid 2 hearts, it's going to go probably pass, and we're back to the same situation. It's who's going to be the bravest and push the person up the highest. But what might you end up bidding now if you're east?
Pass.
But I mean, you've still a good hand, haven't you?
Mm.
You've still an absolutely powerful hand. I mean,
Yeah, but you
if
haven't
they,
enough to go to game.
why don't you have enough to go to game? Who cares
Because your
about
partner
why
has
are we
passed.
talking about game? What's the objective in bridge? To try to achieve the greatest score that you can. How many tricks? What score will they get for 2 spades?
30 and
110 if they make it.
And also, they only East has just 1 spade, so you can start trumping very quickly. You know, so yeah,
But no, hold on, just for a second.
yeah,
If they make 8 tricks in spades, what score do they get?
they get
110.
yeah.
Well, how many can you have fail in a contract before they get more
Yeah.
than 110?
Yeah.
3.
2, you can fail at 2
Mm.
Oh,
in
yeah.
your contract because that's only 100 points, isn't it?
Mm,
3 is
yeah.
150 points. So sometimes you're not bidding to make game, you're bidding to try and improve your score.
But you're
Mm.
vulnerable here.
You're not, East West are not vulnerable.
Mm.
East is
Yeah.
white, aren't they?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So why are we saying we're vulnerable? We're not talking about north-south. We're talking about whether East continues to bid or not, whether they're brave enough to push the bidding and keep pushing the opponent up, because that's what I'd want to happen.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, they might not make that. They might make it, but they might not make it. But if I don't push them up, well, what's going to happen? They're going to have an easier
Yeah.
ride, aren't they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now 6 and 4 is 10, 18 high card points. So it's going to go pass 1 club. Now again, I'm not a bidder on this hand. I'm likely going to pass on this hand because I have a crappy suit and I'm vulnerable. And not just because I've 9 high card points doesn't mean I need to make this overcall. And now when they bid 1 spade, well, I'm quite glad I didn't make the overcall now. And that'll go pass. And now it'll go 2-no trump, showing 18 points.
Mm.
And now the north hand has to almost toss, or south hand has to almost toss a coin and decide whether to go to 3 or not. 3-no trump works out quite well for them, by the way, if they bid it. What did you end up in on this board?
3 no trump.
No trump.
And you did well on it, didn't you?
Yeah.
+1. Yeah.
Yeah. What did they lead?
King of
King.
spades.
King of
Spade.
spades.
Well, they shouldn't lead the king of spades. They don't have the queen.
Yeah.
So king of spades is a terrible lead by that side. It's terrible. Now, by the way, there's no lead they can make, which is good. Every lead they can make is a disaster, by the way, for them. Yeah.
Mhm.
You've got 3 diamond tricks, 2 clubs is 5, 3 hearts is 8, and 2 spades is 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3-no trump, look, you've only 7 points. Yes, 3-no trump made 10 tricks. So sometimes you have to be on the positive side rather than being on the
Negative.
Negative.
negative
5
side.
of spades is what you probably... No, you can't use that either.
It's tricky. It's a horrible hand. I'll tell you, I'd probably lead a heart.
2 of hearts, I'd say.
Yeah.
The 4th.
Yeah. And that gives them 3 heart tricks because now they know the finesse is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They can even lead a small club to the jack, giving them the king, making the ace and queen winners. Or they can even play the 10 of spades up to the queen. Sure, they have to take the king, making the queen a winner. And by every time you lead something, you're giving them a trick almost, aren't you?
Mm.
Mhm.
So making 9 or 10 tricks on this board is excellent, and being in it, even though you might only have 24 or 25 high card points, well, that's very important. Okay, that's it for this week, folks.